I'm Jeff, this is Tropical Plants at 53 degrees north. So just a quick one today. The scores are in. October, in terms of costs for heating the greenhouse, cost me negligible really, under £30, not even worth adding up. Obviously anything prior to October, nothing. November was where it really started kicking in. Cost me £57 to heat the greenhouse. December has cost me a grand total of £106 to heat the greenhouse. Actually, I'm quite happy with that. Some people might think that's a lot of money. These things are relative. But the way I look at it, if I was perhaps doing a golfing hobby maybe. Now golfing, if you're a member of a club, certainly some of the better clubs, they're thousands a year. Now I know greenhouse costs are not just the heating. Greenhouse costs are everything that goes along with it. So yes, I've spent a lot on plants, compost, not a lot, but it does add up. I've tried to get some plants at least every month just to fill it really, and you know, it's pointless paying for a nice big greenhouse and having it empty. So yeah, £106, so I'm quite happy with that. I think January, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if, even though January is more into winter than December, winter only starts around the 21st of December. I wouldn't be surprised if January was less, because from the 21st the sun starts to go higher again. The days start to get longer. It's only a little bit at a time. I think it's something like, I think it's 2 minutes a night or 2 minutes a day, where the day lengthens by 2 minutes. That seems to be stuck in my memory from some point. So I'll have to look it up to be sure. But as it begins to rise, then the garage, which is currently like sheltering the greenhouse when the sun is at the highest point of the sky, which is actually very low at the moment, that will begin to increase, so that obviously the sun gets higher, so the amount of time that it's in the sun, like it was sunny today, the amount of time that the greenhouse roof is catching the sun will improve, it will increase. So I wonder whether January will be better, but we'll see. I mean, if we get like a real cold spell where it's snowy for a few days, that's going to cost quite a bit. So yeah, just a quick update on that. So if anybody's wondering how much it costs to heat a tropical greenhouse in the north of England, then that's what it costs. Maybe if I add a bit more bubble wrap, I'm disinclined to be honest. I don't really want to be moving everything out again. There are places where I could add some more. I think the doors are definitely areas that I think lose the most heat, the double doors. I mean, I've already got quite a bit on there. That might be something to look at, just to give it another layer really. Well, I'll tell you what would be really handy, to have one of these cameras that show you where the heat, it'd probably terrify me as well, but to show me where the heat is actually leaving the greenhouse, because you only really need one area, and that will make all the difference. You know, one tiny little area that's a gap, and that's gonna change things. And you can see I've got the plastic covering on the doors here. I don't know if you can see that. It's like one of these curtains that you get in a deep freeze in a factory. And I think that works really well. It's a pain coming in and out. It always knocks my glasses off. But you know, they wouldn't use it, would they, if it didn't work? and I've got some clips ready for my partition. Not clips, brackets, angle brackets. So these are the angle brackets that I'm thinking of using. Now what this does, it gets me to halfway. Sorry, up to the eaves anyway. So I'm going to use them like that. So the horizontal part is going to go into the frame, and the also horizontal part, the bit that's sticking out towards the camera, I'm going to attach some wood to that. So that'll go up to the eaves. I'll have to move these shelves out the way first. So that's really my first job. And I've not thought what will happen once I get the wood there, because to get beyond the eaves that becomes a bit more tricky, but I think we'll just figure it out as we go along. I will do the wood next, so once the working week starts next week, I'll get down to the wood yard and see if I can get some 5 foot, couple of 5 foot, I don't know, what do you call them? Pieces of wood, lengths of wood, bits of timber. I don't know, I'm not a DIY dude. I'll just ask them to cut me some to size, perhaps 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres, and then 5 foot long, whatever that is in metric. So yeah, that's it really. So just a quick one, just to update you on where we're up to. The results are in, so we know what it's cost me, £106, and ironically I've just renegotiated, well, it's not really a negotiation, but I've just changed my electricity supplier. Well, I've actually kept the same one, but the contract runs out. I had a fixed term contract for a year, which actually fixed the prices, fixed the tariff. And you know, you get up to the end of the year, and a little bit before it, you start going through all the comparison sites and try and get a lower deal, a better deal, a lower tariff. And funnily enough, the best tariff was my own provider, and they've actually offered me a lower tariff than what I was already on. So bizarrely, even though I'm paying all this extra for the greenhouse now, my monthly outgoings as of January the 1st for gas and electric is going to be £37 less than what it was all through 2019. How bizarre is that? Despite me paying all this extra money. And I have been saving up, you know, on a weekly basis. I've been saving £10 a week. So, and I've saved more than what I've spent. But I might as well keep that, and you know, up until the point when I need it. If I keep my eye on the gas balance and see whether I find that that I'm now paying is enough. If it looks like it's not, then I'll be able to use that I've saved to top it up. So it's all under control. It's all going very well. So the panic about the amounts of money that I'm paying has come to naught. And you know what that means? I can buy more plants. So that's what I'm going to do. So this next week I'm going to have a look. I'm not sure what to get yet. Don't know whether to get an orchid. I don't know whether to get another few carnivorous plants. I don't know whether to get ferns or something completely different. As long as it's tropical. I like masdevallias. I might get another masdevallia. I'm not sure. So do me a favour, and in the comments, can you write down, or type, can you type for me whatever your favourite flowering plant is? So I suppose that rules ferns out, but whatever your favourite flower is, if you can pick one. I know it's like asking you to pick your favourite child, but if you can pick one, if it's an nepenthes, write it in there. If it's a pinguicula, write it in there. If it's an orchid, if it's a pelargonium, if it's a streptocarpus, put it in there, and I would love to see it. And I'll from one of those, I will pick at least one from there, and that can be my January purchase. How's that? Okay, so if you like this video, please give us a like. If you didn't like it, give us a like. Why not? It's just been Christmas. It's a new year. We start a new year on a positive note. and I will see you on the next one. Bye.